what it's like to drive in the Philippines. I just bought a car here. This is my yard, my little condo here. I have my own gated yard. There's my car. You can see right there. This is what 300,000 pesos get you in the Philippines. I know I made a short video about this, but I'm going to make a little longer one, and I'm going to show you guys what it's like to do a little driving. So 300,000 pesos with the current exchange rate. The navigation doesn't work, which I was a little disappointed at, but I knew beforehand. And who really needs navigation with phone GPS? By the way, you get phone service almost everywhere in the Philippines. Much more service than I get at home in Colorado, actually. So this is my yard, my little chicken coop over there. My mother-in-law killed one of our chickens and we ate it in soup the other day. So we're down to one chicken, but she wasn't laying eggs anymore. She had a broken leg. I don't love killing them, but you know, it's part of the deal. There's my motorcycle. It's a little loud out front. My place is a little small, but we sacrificed here. So while my fiance was pregnant, we could live next door to her sister, who lives just over there about 50 yards, while I was back home in the US working. I just brought a kayak this year. I haven't got a chance to go paddling. The nearest good river that I can find, that I can find people to paddle with, is about 7 hours away. But I am going soon. I already made plans with one of the raft companies there to follow along on one of their trips, and I will video that. Okay, so we're getting ready to go to San Fernando. I'm going to immigration, where if you're here on a tourist visa, every 30 days you have to go to immigration and pay your, it's about 60 bucks, 70 bucks, depends when. Then after 3 months of being here, you could go pay 2 months at a time. They give you what they call a PCR card, which is like a credit card. You know, it looks like a driver's license basically, and it just means that you're on a long-term tourist visa. But usually right after they give me the PCR card, I have to go back to work. But this year, since I'm on extended leave for the birth of my baby girl, I'm probably gonna use the PCR card more. Anyway, as soon as my fiance gets done getting dressed, which I'm sure all you guys who have girlfriends and wives is not a fast process, we'll be on our way, and we'll be filming the drive. You can see what it's like. We're in a, you know, about 3 hours north of Manila, but a very crowded area. And stand by. All right, here we go on our drive, San Fernando to immigration and then to the grocery store. I'm going to show you guys what it's like driving in the Philippines. My beautiful fiance is holding the camera. First stop, the bank. We'll even get to hear some Filipino radio. Watch out for tricycles. They don't look when they turn. They don't use their turn signals. They just kind of hope that you don't run them over. Oh, the spots in the parking lot. And coming out into the main highway here, you just gotta kind of ease your way out. See that move? Stop at the bank, get some cash. Not run over the kids sitting in the parking lot.
Soya coffee na napatunayan ng mga eksperto na makatutulong sa may mga hormonal imbalance katulad ng premenopausal syndrome o PMS, pagtubo ng bukol, cyst at cancer. Ang Nature Soya Coffee ay mayroong substance na isoflavones para mapigilan ang pagkakaroon ng anumang uri ng cancer at iba pang karamdaman. Nature Soya Coffee ang kape na gumagabay sa iyong kalusugan. Mabibili sa inyong mga suking butika.
See that? No traffic lights. Just gotta hope that people stop for you. Or just wait till they do anyway. See how this guy just turned in front of me? That's normal for a tricycle. They don't really care if they get run over. Trucks like this one in front of me, you just stand clear of those, they'll just cut you off. They don't care either. They're trying to get as much money as they can in the day. Fortunately, we're not in a hurry. There's the big church my fiance likes to go to. We stopped there and she prayed before we had the baby a couple weeks ago. They love their Catholic churches here. Over here is your fast food Greenwich Pizza, iCoffee. I've never been there. Greenwich is like, you know, I don't know, it's like just like any chain pizza in the States. All the pizzas tend to be smaller. All the portions are smaller here. That's why most people are skinny, except for like, you know, you see guys, some people have what I call rice body. They eat too much rice. They're just kind of bleh. But most people here are skinnier on average than Americans. So yeah, this is not Manila. We are 3 hours north of Manila, and we're on this is the national highway that drives from north to south on the island of Luzon. But most of the way it's like this, driving north to south, especially during the day like this. And driving at night in the Philippines is a whole different animal. There's no lights. A lot of the motorcycle drivers don't turn their lights on because they think they're saving gas by not using their headlight, which is ridiculous. But yeah, you just got to keep your head on a swivel, go slow. The motorcycles, you don't have to worry about that much. They'll take care of themselves. Stay out of your way, because they know if they don't, it's probably them that's going to die, not you. So where we're going is called San Fernando, which is way more congested than this, believe it or not. How far is it? It's like 25 kilometers from here. A couple weeks ago, we were coming back from San Fernando in the afternoon, like 3, when everybody was getting out of school, and it took us 2 to 3 hours to get that 25 kilometers, so you gotta pick your times that you want to actually do the driving. There's a police car, that's rare. You see the police trucks a lot, but not the cars too much. Don't know if he's going to emergency. The ambulance and police here just put their lights on to get through traffic usually. Somebody selling coconuts on the side of the road. You can always buy yourself, those coconut waters you buy in 7-Eleven in the US are like $4 each. You can just buy yourself a coconut here for $1 and stick a straw in it. You got your coconut water. Out of Agao and a place called a ring guy now. The roads are pretty bad. By the way, just to our left here, you only have to go a couple hundred yards and you're at the beach. We're just off the coast here where we live. Some nice beaches, some not so nice beaches. A little past where we're going today is San Juan Beach, which is a nice beach. Surf beach. It's kind of small, but it's pretty nice. So the big thing here is people pass on the right. Nothing's really illegal here. In fact, I was just talking to a guy the other day when I was looking for cars. Told me that they give a lot of tickets out on the tollway, which I haven't been on yet, but I've never seen anybody, no matter what they do, driving against traffic, driving crazy, get pulled over or any kind of ticket in this area on the national highway. So it's kind of a free-for-all, which I've heard guys on my channel, it's just freedom. Free to do whatever they want, but sometimes it causes accidents. So this is the ring guy. Another thing about in the Philippines, when we were in Bali last year, sometimes you go miles without seeing a gas station, and you have to worry. You'd have to make sure when you saw a gas station you got gas. But here, of course, we were on a scooter then. Here, there's a gas station, every 100 yards pretty much. And it's all full service here, unlike the US, you don't have to pump your own gas. No tipping, they're super nice, super friendly, they pump your gas. And now even a handful, or about half the gas stations will take a credit card too, which is good. Like right here, it's Sea Oil Gas, one of the cheaper gas stations. You see Extreme or super unleaded, we call it in the US, or high test, is about 55 pesos a liter, so it's right around the same price as in the US. See, and right after that Sea Oil, there's a Shell station here, and that's just how it goes all over the Philippines. There's no shortage of gas stations. Everybody, a lot of people are in a hurry, but I'm not working right now, so most of them are working and stuff, so they're all passing on the right, which is risky. The road has always got big potholes over there, big areas where you just drive into a hole. See, there goes a bus passing on the right. But it's kind of tough for me to do, being from the US, for 40 years or so of driving, not passing on the right. See, the bus stops, the bus picks picks up some people and they just pull back into traffic, and you gotta, you know, just make sure they don't hit you. Here's a bridge over the river. Like I said, just to the left there is the coast. And to the right is the mountains where I want to explore some of the whitewater kayaking. One of the reasons I get a car, not the main reason is my little 2-week-old baby. There's no way in hell I'm driving around on a motorcycle around here. My fiance just told me a story recently. It was on Facebook where a couple was driving their newborn baby home from the hospital on a motorcycle, and they dropped the baby. I don't mean to laugh, but they dropped the baby and the baby died. You know, they got in an accident, the baby went flying, and I mean, I couldn't think of a worse thing to happen. You know, I obviously feel bad for them because they probably obviously can't afford a car. There's another EcoSport, the blue one. Maybe that's the blue one that was for sale here in Bawang. So that's basically what it's like driving in the Philippines. I'm back home now, editing the video. If you guys like the stuff I do, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and the best thing you can do is share it with your friends. If you like this video, watch this one up here, and I'll see you next time. Peace.